I see that question in your eyes. For what purpose do we remain alone in the dark?
In a sea of generic and safe ideas, this ocean of blood floods the medium with a claustrophobic, dark, psychological horror that has the viewer gasping for air as they're welded right in the middle of the nightmare with no way out.
I just want to live. Is that so wrong?
Written, directed, edited, and starring Mark Fischbach. Iron Lung, an adaptation of the video game with the same name, not only does a great job dropping you into the madness without holding your hand, but it keeps you glued to the screen due to how well the tension builds up with each passing moment. The atmospheric sound design, not just inside the lung but outside, creates a story on its own. The little hums, creaks, drips, and sizzles aren't overshadowed by the incredible score, they're emphasized. The soundtrack, created by talented Andrew Hulsholt, packs a heart-pounding punch that gets your adrenaline pumping while also playing off of the situational anxiety the main character is in, even if he's not fully aware of it. We know this character by one name, one label, for most of the movie, the Convict, tasked by the COI, the Consolidation of Iron, with a mission that's constantly changing, never for his benefit, but for the benefit of the human race.
You did test this thing, right?
This is the test.
The Convict is put through so much torture and terror you'd think he was in hell, but this place isn't that kind. Navigating an ocean floor of unidentified bones, what looks to be man-made structures and carnage, the Convict only has an unfinished map, radar, and a camera that shoots into the darkness to get a sense of his surroundings. This is where the movie really shines. In many scenes, the Convict using the camera feature not only to see what's ahead of him, but also lighting up the darkest corners of the sub, uncovering secrets that progress the story nice and smoothly. Mark wrote this mechanic in a way that doesn't feel like a cop-out, where it's not illuminating everything all at once. The camera's on a timer, and he still has to push the button to cause it to go off. One of these times, the image on screen shows the harsh reality that the beeping on the radar might not always be an obstacle. What lurks further in the depths, stalking, makes its presence known. This creature brings a chaotic energy, which doesn't go away until the credits roll. How the movie handles it reminds me of how they handle the shark in Jaws. You feel their presence even when they aren't on screen. That's what this movie excels at. It gives you an unsolved puzzle, and it's up to the viewer to piece it together. Like I said, no hand-holding. This creature isn't the only thing on the ocean's floor. Besides what I've already mentioned, the camera reveals the devastating truth of a story element that was hinted at since the beginning. The information is there, you just have to pay attention. There are some instances where it's only shown for a split second, and that's enough. While the movie wraps up and ramps up, the audience watches as the Convict descends into insanity, and this is where his backstory is brought to the surface. We see the crime he committed to get himself in the position he's in. Or did he? There's a back and forth on whether he's to blame for what happened, or if other forces were involved. It's up to the viewer to decide if he was in the right or the wrong. The ending of this movie doesn't hold back either. All the events, or as the Convict puts it, alien shit, comes to a climactic conclusion that I personally was a huge fan of. This is, though, where I have my one and only critique. It's very shaky cam heavy, which in any movie I don't gravitate towards, but in this case it's understandable due to the budget they had, and to some viewers it may sell the chaotic nature of what's going on. So I'm not knocking the movie for this one creative choice because the movie as a whole is phenomenal. Not just from an indie perspective, but from a film perspective as a whole.
I have a huge announcement, and I can factually say this. Iron Lung is the #1 movie in America!
I see that one in your eyes.
Iron Lung is the #1 movie in America!
For one purpose.
Today.
Alone in the one.
What Mark, David, Amy, Will, Jeff, and everyone else involved with this film have accomplished is inspiring. I left the theater inspired. Inspired enough to write and create this video. I cannot stress how much these people got done with what little they had. It took years of sweat, tears, and blood. Lots and lots of blood. Enough blood, in fact, to break a record. And all that led to this moment. As a viewer of Mark's for over a decade now, I couldn't be more proud. If this movie is playing in a theater near you, please go see it. Not only to support Mark and everyone involved, but to also support small creators and the theater experience as a whole. This movie is on track to make $10 million in its opening weekend alone, and I'm pretty sure it's going to stay in theaters for at least another week, which is where I truly believe this movie should be seen before you watch it on your TV, phone, an airplane, wherever. It's that good, at least to me. Even the special effects I thought were top notch.
Set is 9,000 pounds. 9,000 clean, being chucked around like it's nothing.
We build an armature and then we mount the frame of the set to it.
We use those various functions and the yaw of the motion base, which is kind of a lazy Susan type motion, to jerk Mark around inside of the set and make it look like this sub is actually on the bottom of the ocean.
We have to pump all the blood in it while it's moving, or we have to hang stunts on it. So, it was an evolution for sure.
The editing was really well done, and I for one thought the pace wasn't slow at all. I was hooked from start to finish, and everything sprinkled throughout the movie had me intrigued on how it was going to wrap up in the end. And like I said, I was not disappointed at all. I truly believe Mark and everybody involved created something special, and I can't wait to watch it again and again and learn more from it. I actually watched Mark's playthrough after the movie, and I found it to be so much more engaging, especially Mark's lore update video that really helped me out. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to make this video for Iron Lung because I just really enjoyed it. Most of this has been scripted. This last part, I kind of just went off the cuff. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Please go check this movie out if it's in a theater near you. He also has a blood drive going on.
I just got back from donating blood. Thank you to everybody that has donated blood. It means a lot, and it's really important because there still is a shortage. And just really cool.
So if you can donate blood, go for it. I'll put the link in the description. And I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Yeah, it's wild. It's been so hard to juggle all of this for so long. I just never expected something like this. I've said for years, for my entire time doing this YouTube thing, that there's real people behind the numbers, that it's a real thing, and you have to always treat that with respect. I'm just really happy, and I'm really grateful. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and thank you all to those who will watch the movie.